Welcome back.
Boy, was that a thrill or what?
Oh, it really was. It really, really was. And it just, we're so thrilled to have had Red come and visit us. And we kind of got a little bit behind in our Facebook. I got so interested in listening and talking that I didn't look on our Facebook. But we have a good friend of ours, Lynn Stepp. And,
hi, Lynn, JL. How are
Lynn,
you guys?
hope that you're enjoying our show this morning. So now we're kind of back.
Sort of. Who says you can't throw Santa and Mrs. Claus off kilter?
That's right.
It's easier than you think. Just bring somebody like him on, and we're lucky to function at all. But anyway, so yes, but we have a fabulous book, and it kind of ties in very well with Red's mean little kid.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So it's called Keeney Eagleye.
Yeah.
And now this is one of our books because he's one of our elves.
Yeah.
And I meet with him every morning, don't I?
Yeah, he's one that kids don't always know about.
But you
but
should.
Are always asking, because lots of times when kids see us, they'll ask Santa, am I on your nice list or your naughty list? Mm-hmm. And Keeney is kind of the go-between, that he actually is the one that follows you, checks that out on a daily basis.
Yes, he's actually our naughty nice list manager. So he's kind of in charge of the overall list. And I think Hannah's got Keeney's house on the computer, so you can take, and that's where Keeney's lookout tower is.
Yep.
So now what's important about that, I see it, and what's important about that is he can see what you're doing and he can learn what you guys are doing and if you're being good or not.
That's right.
The other thing is, if you take a close look at that lookout tower, you'll see elves coming in and out. And they're always reporting back and forth to Keeney.
All the time.
And what Keeney does is he fixes a list and then brings it. Well, you're going to learn all that through this book.
Maybe we should just
I should just read the book.
Let's just read the book.
Okay, so, all right.
Now make sure you have your listening ears on.
Everybody ready? Is everybody seated comfortably? Okay, let's begin. Santa checks his list, and he'll even check it twice. But before he sees it, Keeney adds who's being nice. Keeney Eagleye is a special elf and is wise in his ways. He checks everyone's behavior, and good kids he'll always praise. Keeney helps Santa update his list and watches who is nice and not. He's done this many years, from the smallest infants to much older tots.
Yeah, he's got a lot of kids to keep track of, doesn't he?
There's that lookout tower.
Yeah.
He has a lot of special ways to see if you behave. He watches from his tower, and good marks for you he gave.
And one of the things, too, Santa, is that he watches all year long.
Yes.
Not just at Christmas
Yes,
time.
if you'll notice on this, that there's no snow there now.
No. No.
And it's actually starting to look like that. Some of the snow is starting to melt out. So, yes. So, when you picked up your room or shared one of your toys with one of your friends, no matter girls or boys, but when you don't listen to your mom and dad, he'll make a note about that too, though it makes him sad. He doesn't like to tell me, who loves all children the same, that some are not good and he hesitates to give me your names.
Yeah.
For not even coal will they get, since rock candy is all they can find. So on Christmas Eve, I'll just fly by, and I'll pay them no mind. So, but for good children he stops, and many gifts he will place. Santa loves stuffing stockings for children filled with grace. And I don't know if you can actually see it, but you'll see there's some Santas on the roofs there, and that tells me where to stop. But if there's a frowny face,
That's the one you
that's
fly
the
by.
one I fly by. So,
Oh, yeah.
and Keeney talks to many elves. In every house they stay. They fly back to him every night and tell him what you did that day. And Keeney loves to hear the stories, and the elves will talk with pride. They fly back to your home and find new places to hide.
And we might want to point out that this is where
Oh, there's the
they're
nice
writing about
list.
the nice list.
Yep, and then there's the other list.
And then that's the
Not so nice list.
So, yeah.
So you always want to be on the green
On the
side.
green
You don't
side.
want to be on the red side.
No.
The elves may even warn you when you are not being good, and you should always listen and not be misunderstood. So if they write a message for you, you should pay heed to that.
Yeah,
You should always pay attention and do the best you can, because they want the very best for you. And Keeney Eagleye does too. For good children get rewarded and are rarely ever blue. So listen to your parents, and of course your teachers too. Keeney wants your name under nice, so we can bring gifts to you. It makes Santa so proud to see your name each year. All the wonderful children I will see makes every elf cheer.
Doesn't it?
And Keeney will always be watching and talking with your elf as well. Every time he adds a name from his tower, they ring a bell.
Yeah, we have a bell
Big
tower
bell
up
up there, right at the top of
Yeah.
the tower.
And that just rings through the North Pole, doesn't it?
And when they hear that sweet bell sound, it makes the whole town proud. The elves get very happy, and they will yell out loud, "Another toy, another gift that we will need to make." It's always fun to add a present, and to the elves, it's a piece of cake.
And we do. And the elves do celebrate all that ringing, don't they?
And Santa will hear the bell again and give a very broad smile. He'll happily add another stop, whether inland or some isle. I look forward to Keeney's visit, and I love to hear his news. I trust my elf Keeney Eagleye, and I always respect his views. So, if you want a gift this year from Santa's magic bag, make sure you're on Keeney's nice list, and there won't be any snag. I will be certain you get your gift, and I will truly know you have been good this year, as pure as the driven snow. The end. Now, should I tell them about the message
Well,
on this
you know,
particular one?
I think it is still this is a more serious message than what we've had in the past, but it is something that you need to listen
Okay.
to, I think. Yeah.
This is my message in the back of the book for all the boys and girls, so pay close attention. God listens to all prayers, especially the prayers of children. You should always trust God with your worries and concerns, and our elves listen for your prayers each night. Often the elves will tell Keeney what your prayers are about to see if I can help. I might be able to do something. For all know that God loves you even more than we do up here. And you're guaranteed to be on my good list by always saying your prayers at night. So pay attention and do that every night. So, and that now you know who takes care of the naughty nice list and who you need to
Yeah.
impress every day.
That's right.
So,
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. We certainly enjoyed reading it, didn't we?
yes.
And,
And you know, it's still not too late. We're getting close, but if you comment real quick, you might win this book.
yeah.
So by all means, let us know what you're thinking. And did you like the story? As Freddie the Freeloader would say, good night and may
Okay.
God bless.
God bless.